You know, sometimes you come up with a harebrained idea and it might just work. So today I'm going to build a surfboard carrier for my Harley, but will also carry bits of wood and piping if you're a plumber or a carpenter. Catch you inside. RevelatorAlf. Okay, so I have this old bicycle carrying frame for my old car. Can't fit it to my new car anymore, so it doesn't quite work. But the tubing has a few bends in it that might just help me out. So let me just show you what my design will be first of all. Okay, right, so this is my basic motorcycle. 2 wheels, forks, handlebar, seat and a rack at the back with a nice little mudguard. So what I'm going to do is attach something to the rack at the back that's going to hang down this side here, not the exhaust side, the other side, so the left hand side of the bike. And I'm also going to attach something here just in front of the tank, well actually on the down tubes of the frame, and then it's going to pop out this way. So what am I going to do? Right, so this is the front wheel, forks and then handlebars, right? Okay, so basically from the frame of the bike you've got a tube coming out there, and then there's a big U tube like that. And then at the rear of the bike, by the saddlebags, where the rack is on the back of the bike, there's another tube coming out and another big U, like that. So basically, front and rear, 2 U tubes or U bends, and slot whatever you want in there. Marvellous, right? Will it work? I don't know. Now, you can buy these things from eBay, and they cost about £20, £30, whatever, dollars, whatever. But they're for bicycles, so they're not really meant for higher speeds. You can buy some for mopeds, but the ones that I've seen look really flimsy, and they only go off the rack at the back. So you're probably looking at 20-30 miles an hour, absolute maximum for those. Right. So I want to go a little bit faster, not too fast, not highway speeds, but certainly to be able to go a little bit faster. So I want it sturdier. Now, that's why I thought, haha, get something like this. I already own it, I'm sort of repurposing it, this might work. The great thing about it, it's already got a few bends in it. There's got some tubing here that comes out, and then it's got a little kink there. There's attachment points. I think with a little jiggery pokery, this might work. This might work very well. So let me dismantle it and see what we got. Right, done. So I've got bits of tubing here. Bit of that, bit of that. That will work well to come away from the bike, I think. I just need to somehow find a way to chop this up a little bit, join it together, maybe chop off the ends a little bit so they don't come up too high. Join these two bits together like so, so I get a U-bend there. And then possibly try and get a U-bend out of one of these as well. Let's see how I do. Right, I'm going to make a couple of cuts here, and then I think it'll be still too wide. I might have to come back a little bit, and then I'm going to put a bit of tubing between the two, bolts through it, done. Right, tubes cut, stick those together like that. I still think that's a bit wide, but actually I think something like that might be better. Right, this tubing goes in there like that. Right, look at this. Drill a couple of holes, bolts through it, bish bash bosh, done. Right, one down, one to go. Ta-da! Right, that is joined. Right, so what we're going to do now is find a way of attaching this to the back of the bike. Okay. Okay, so basically these clamps that are off the bicycle rack, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put one there like that, and then I'm going to put a cross tube this way that will go onto the motorcycle rack, and then that will clamp onto, there we go, like that, there we go, and then that on there, that on there, and then a bolt going through it. You picture it? Yeah, you picture the U shape now? Right, I've measured off the back of the rack, and I've got this kind of height here, so I've put 3 holes there so I can actually adjust it. The beauty of this is that I can drill holes later on and then just adjust the height accordingly. So let me do that. Right, to attach this to this, I'll show you. So there we go, that's it. This will hang off the motorcycle rack. This will hang down the left hand side of the bike. You can put your surfboard in, your planks of wood, timber, or your piping for your plumbing, whatever. This would go in here, one side. Now I've just got to do the other end. It works. It kind of works. Right, do the same again. Chop this off, stick it in there. Do the same for the other side. Bish bash bosh. Done. Right. Drill the holes. Put some bolts through. Bish bash bosh. Done. That is done. Right. That matches the other one. Now I've just got to get this pole onto there like that. Yeah. Yes, it will work. It will work very well. Now, this is going to go at the front of the bike. So if it's too short, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop these plastic tops off. I'm going to put some extensions on. And by the same method, I'm going to sort of join them together. But I'll try this first of all, see how that works out. This might just be all right. I don't want too much height on the front of the bike. That's the thing. I want to try and make it as aerodynamic as possible. Yeah, I've got a big sail on the side of the bike. Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. Right, let me try and do this. There we go. That's on as well. Right, so we have the rear of the bike and then we have the front of the bike. Now, see how to attach them to the frame. This one will go on the motorcycle rack. This one I'm going to somehow clamp onto the down tubes. Let me see. I might have to adjust the height of these a little bit as well. But so far, not too shabby. Okay, so a few days have passed now. So basically I'm at a stage where I can fix these U-tubes to the motorcycle frame. So this one is going to go at the front on the down tubes, and basically I'm going to use some U-bolts to a clamp there, and then just some old scrap metal, double up for thickness, just put on the other side with a bit of wrapping to protect the frame, and that'll be the front. On the rear, this is going to be attached to the motorcycle rack. This plate, which I used for the bicycle carrier, watch that video there, that's going to go underneath with U-bolts over the top, and that will clamp that in. Right, just got to drill the holes, measure up, and I'll be done. holes drilled out. I'm just going to chop it off there, there and there, and those will be mounted brackets. Yeah, I mean, they won't look brilliant, but really I can tidy them up afterwards as and when I need be. And then, well, just mount it to the bike. Right, backing plates are made. Right, this has been measured up on the motorcycle rack now. So basically you're going to have the tubing come through and these U-bolts over there like that, down there. Right, let's drill these. Right, all I need to do now is fit it. Now I've got to say, as you can see, I've just made it out of any old scrap metal that I've had laying around at home. You can do the same, or you can go and buy some, but obviously that's going to add to the cost of the build. And this is in general, if you can repurpose anything that you've got lying about the place, or you can pick out of a, you know, a skip or a dumpster, as Americans will call it, then that's going to be a lot cheaper for you. So always try and forage for bits of metal if you can. And wood and anything else. Right, let's go onto the bike. Right, let's try and mount this on the bike. Wrap it up. There you go. It's on. And that is solid as well. Right, all I need to do now is stick the front one on and, well, let's go and try it out. There we go. Look at that. Okay, let's mount the front U bend, and I'm going to mount it right there at the front of the frame like that, with a couple of U-bolts, and also it's going to give me enough distance so I can still get my leg and my feet to activate the controls properly. So hopefully this should work. Now here's the thing, although it's sticking out a lot, it's still not sticking out more than 30.5 centimeters. I think that's right, for the UK legislation, so it should be completely road legal as well. Fingers crossed. Anyway, let's get it mounted on there first of all. Okay, so I've got these U-bolts. Basically, I'm going to pop these through the front here, on this cross member here, and then hopefully they'll stick out like that, and then I'll be able to stick the tube, cross tube through. Let me give it a go. By the way, this is a day later as well. There we go. The front side is on. Just to tighten it up a little bit. And yeah, put the back one back on. And yeah, apologies for the state of the bike. It's pretty awful, I've got to say. But I was caught out in a storm yesterday. You know the score. Right. Right, here is the finished product. Ta-da! Now, that should be able to carry lumber, piping, and possibly even a surfboard. I don't have a surfboard because I don't surf and I'm nowhere near the sea. So, I'm going to try and put some wood in there and go for a ride. All I need to make sure is that it's secured properly and there's enough room for me to put my feet down and all that kind of good stuff. Let me go and get some wood. Right, fixed on. Should we give it a go? Okay, Mark 1 was just a little bit too low. What I've done is basically just raised it all up a little bit. I've just spun the bar around at the front, raised it up, and also at the back I've just drilled a few more holes there and raised it up. So there should be a lot more clearance now. I feel a lot better about this one. Right, let me load it up. Now to go give this a test ride. I think it's looking pretty snazzy. I think it looks almost safe. Let's go give it a go. Right, let's give this a go. Wow, so far, so good. It's working. It's working very well. Look at that. Look at that. And it's stable as well. and it goes round bends. I'm getting very strange looks from people in cars. I wonder why. I can't believe this has actually worked. Oh wow, look at this, look at this. Stable as you like, no problem. It's on there, that ain't moving. Pipes, timber, surfboards, whatever, it'll go on that rack, no problem. Haha, yes indeed. So as long as the weight isn't too much and it's not overstressing the rack, should be fine. You know when you start on a project you think, I'm not sure if this is going to work, and then it does, and you're like, oh yes. Well, I'm going to get back into the workshop now and find something else to build. Wow, look at this. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. Lots more videos coming. I don't know, see what else I can come up with. But look, there we go. This works. So if you've only got a motorcycle and you need to go and carry things, you don't know how to do it, build yourself one of these. Pretty simple to do, but it works. Build yourself one of these, carry light loads. It'll be light loads of timber, of piping, surfboards, whatever you want. It will work. Right, catch you again on the next one. Woohoo!